So I first came to Ghana in 2014, March of 2014. The way I got connected with Ghana was that I met Sammy Agaro from Mampong Secondary School, and he had come to the U.S. to go to school. So he was one of my students, and he connected me with Dr. Opong. And so when I came, we were working with Dr. Opong. We developed the executive master's that has yet to be established, but it's on someone's desk at the university. So we spent 2 weeks here, my husband, my daughter, and I, kind of looking around to see if this is where I wanted to do my sabbatical leave, and decided that I did want to do it here. And we then came in August of 2015 and stayed through 2016. So it was one academic year. And then, so that year I worked with interpreters, mostly sort of developing a community of practice where they would come to my home and we would talk about the work. And then I also taught research classes at the university, and I taught sign language. And then I also went to the Supreme Sign Institute. That's where I met you in 2016. And then in the summer of 2016, I think July, August, similar time to this one, was our first session with interpreters. There were 5 facilitators from Oregon, Vicky Darden, me, Sierra McIver, Brenda Pullman, and Zoe Davis. So there were 5 of us, and we had about 25 interpreters, same kind of group, sort of mostly UEW students who were going to be going into their internships in the fall. So and then that was the first sort of training in the summer, and then it kind of took on its own.
It kind of seemed to me the training was spontaneous. It just comes spontaneously, or you had thought of it, you prepared for it, and said, "No, I'm going to do this." How did it?
I think it emerged, out of that time that I was here with the interpreters. The thing that was exciting to me was to bring the interpreters together and to watch them talk about their work. I enjoyed seeing them realize, oh, I'm not the only one. I've had that experience too. So that was really cool. So then in the summer we brought them together, and the 5 of us kind of, we would get together in the evenings and we'd talk about the day, and we'd say, okay, what does it look like we need to do tomorrow? We had come up with an outline because the university required it in order for us to use the facilities and have transportation and food. So they had asked us to do that. So we had like a very rough agenda, which I would be happy to share with you. And then we've used that same agenda pretty much throughout, but it's always changing depending on who the group is. So it is very spontaneous. We like to say it's organic. It just kind of emerges as we are together with this group. And I think this one has been different and unique because you advertised, and you brought in people from outside. And so we had more people from outside who were able to come and participate in it.
That's fun. What has been your high point to this experience, all this?
Yeah. Every single summer is different, and it's a high point, right?
Okay.
I think that I've really enjoyed working with my colleague, Patrick Graham. And unfortunately, he wasn't able to come this year. And I also love working with Jen Burns, who is the deaf interpreter. That being able to work together, that was beautiful. I love that. And then this year, watching the Ghanaians take it over and, clearly be ready to do this. I can come and just relax. I don't have to do this. You can do it. And you have the capacity, you have the expertise. I think you have it. And so I feel like my job is done. Yeah. And I'm always a consultant.
Close to the end.
Yes.
I see. So to you, almost every year is a kind of a different high point to you. That's nice. What are your expectations?
what I would like to see is exactly, I think, what Clements was talking about, where he said that we need to move this around and have it happen in other places so that more people are exposed to it. I hope that people will read Dr. Foby's dissertation, his thesis. That would be awesome because it's about demand control schema in this environment, in this context. I think, yeah, and setting up opportunities to encourage other people, as I believe KK was talking about,
Yes.
setting up mentoring, and you're professionalizing. You're doing all the work that needs to be done to professionalize interpreting in Ghana.
That's fine. It's our hope, my personal hope and expectation that in another 4-5 years' time, I think you will look upon the interpreting community in Ghana with excitement. That's what I'm looking for, and that's what I know you are also looking for. So now we've come to the end of this interview. Do you have any final words for us as an association, as individual interpreters moving forward?
So I think that as individual interpreters, you need to come together. You need to collaborate. You need to work together. You need to mentor each other. Work together. So rather than be individual interpreters, become a collective.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I've learned so much from my experience in Ghana.
That would be another moment for us to share another time. How about you, Brent? Thank you very much.